Hey guys, Tia and Andy here, and if you've been watching our Van Life Cross Canada series, you would have known that we definitely underestimated our food situation. So, now that we're on our way home, we are a little more prepared with our food and our cooking. And we're really excited because 4Patriots has actually sent us 2 of their food survival kits. A 72-hour food survival kit and a 1-week food survival kit. And this is actually making our lives easier when it comes to cooking on the road.
You forgot about the snack.
Oh, they've also sent us an MRE?
Yeah.
MRE kit for emergencies. And this is really good because, you know, there's been points in this drive, even when we were driving up to BC, where we weren't really near any towns. We were in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, so they sell these stuff for self-reliance and making sure that you're prepared in an emergency. And honestly, this stuff is amazing for keeping in the van, just so you have on hand. It doesn't need to be refrigerated. It just keeps. It has a long shelf life, and it's ready to go pretty much just by boiling. So right up our alleyway.
Now, we took a quick sneak peek at the 1-week survival kit. We haven't cooked anything from it yet, but we're gonna show you what comes in the 1 week versus the 72-hour one, because there is a little bit of a difference. But the really awesome thing that we've seen so far is that there is a nice variety of different foods, and they're all nicely packed up and easy to cook. Yeah,
so we're gonna try a couple of things, because honestly, there's nothing too much to say about MREs and like emergency rations, except for whether or not it tastes good. Because I don't care how long the shelf life is, if it tastes terrible, chances are you are not going to enjoy eating it, so we're going to try that out.
All right, I think we're done talking. Let's get cooking because I'm starving.
All right, let's go.
All right, we're all set to start cooking. We're gonna take a look at what comes in the 2 different kits and see what we actually wanna make, because there's a whole like plethora of different foods. I think there's like shakes, there's some actual meals. I don't know, there might be desserts. Did we see any desserts? There is.
So, can you hand me this, no, other one. In this particular one, I don't know how exactly this is cooked, but I'm pretty sure for some of them, it's literally just dump water into the pouch and wait. But in that one, since I opened it up and kind of got a sneak peek, there's some that are like, what am I trying to say here? Boil water, then dump the contents in and wait for it to boil. So there's a whole plethora of different cooking methods, but most of them are pretty straightforward. Okay, and the MRE bar.
I'm so excited.
I think Tia's hungry. And the MRE bar, you just open and eat. Okay.
Okay, so in the 1-week food survival kit, we have Fireside Stew. And with this one, you open pouch, whisk the contents with boiling water, boil for 3 to 5 minutes, reduce heat, and cook for 25. So this is an actual meal that you're gonna boil water for. We've also got Grammy's Sweet Oatmeal. Ooh, open pouch, whisk contents into boiling water, cook, remove from heat, let stand, and eat. So another one where we boil water. We've got America's Finest Mac and Cheese. Well, doesn't that just sound delicious? I'm assuming we're going to boil this one too. Absolutely are. What else we got in here? We've got a creamy rice and vegetable dinner. So there's that. There's 2 more. We have Star Spangled Tropical Energy Drink. There's like a really good mix of different foods in here, like energy drinks. We've got oatmeal, which is like a breakfast food. You've got some really hearty dinner or lunch meals. And what else we got? We have another America's Finest Mac and Cheese. So
okay, so this is kind of what I was saying, right? With a lot of these type of survival foods, it's literally eat for calories to survive. with this, it sounds like they packed some food that are, well, first of all, they're different, so you get a variety, and you can, and I don't know, it sounds pretty good to me. I love mac and cheese, so maybe we should just cook this one. I've decided we should just cook this one.
The other thing I want to point out too, though, is that a lot of these meals are higher calorie, which is really good in any survival situation. Like, for us here in Canada, it can get really cold, and we've actually never taken our van out in the winter. So if we did happen to take it out in the winter, something happened, we were stuck somewhere, no signal, no service, nothing around us, these are really, really hearty meals, really high calorie to help keep us warm.
Yep, that's true. Actually, I take that back. Maybe we don't lock in the mac and cheese just yet, because we haven't even looked at what's in the 72-hour survival kit.
All right.
So these go back in the box, and mac and cheese again. And okay, so these are the same things. So I guess what they did was they just portioned it out for you. So this one's for 72 hours for one person, and that one was a week for one person. So there's plenty of food here for just emergency rations.
So I think we're gonna make the mac and cheese.
Yeah, I think we're gonna make the mac and cheese. And then maybe this sweet oatmeal too, because that
oh,
also...
No, let's do the creamy rice and vegetable dinner.
So 2 entrees.
Yes.
Okay, are you sure you're just a little hungry?
I'm pretty hungry.
Okay. Well, in that case, let's get cooking.
All right, I'm gonna set up the butane stove. You get us some water.
Okay, but how much?
Okay, we need 3 2/3 cups.
All right. We're gonna guess at it. So it's gonna take a while to boil the water like Tia says, but we're pretty hungry, so what do you eat when you're hungry?
Food.
A snack. We're gonna try one of these MRE bars.
These are like 400 calories per bar, so we're gonna share one so that we don't get too full.
Oh, okay. I thought it was individually wrapped. It is not. So it looks like this, and
wow.
This is 400 calories.
Oh my god, this smells like shortbread. Does it say what flavor it is?
No.
Mmm. It's like lemony shortbread.
Yeah, that's delicious.
Oh, very good.
So, whoa. Emergency food ration. This is like for adult human. You're supposed to have 2 of these a day. That will like get you through the day. So it's a 5-year shelf life. Man, now I kind of do wish that they were individually packed, because we're not gonna finish all of this, but that's fantastic.
All right, the water's boiling, so I'm reducing the heat to medium like the pack says, and I'm just gonna dump the contents into the pack, if I can open this. Make sure you take this thing out before you dump it in. You definitely don't wanna be eating that, that's chemicals. All right, bottoms up.
Oh my god, stir.
All right, you do need to stir this frequently while it cooks for the next 20 minutes. So it is 1:15. Oh yeah. This looks like it's gonna be some really delicious mac and cheese. I am so excited, I'm so hungry right now. All right, this has officially been boiling for 20 minutes. The liquid is almost gone. Now we need to cover it for 2 to 3 minutes to let it thicken. So we're gonna give that 3 minutes. All right, it's almost eating time. I'm gonna get these set up for us because I'm starving. We'll get a spoon for Andy as well.
Hey, where's my titanium spoon?
I don't get it today.
Oh, we're gonna have to use a regular spoon. We didn't bring our spork.
Sporks. All right, the countdown is on. 30 seconds.
Can you tell that Tia's hungry? Can't smell anything here, but I'm sure it looked really, really good when we close it up, so I'm sure it's gonna be amazing. I mean, it's mac and cheese. How bad can mac and cheese be?
Can't really go wrong with mac and cheese.
And another thing that we often do with these type of meals is add in canned foods. So if you're really, really in like a really cold situation, for example, like when it rained out on our bikepacking trips. One thing you can really do to add a whole boatload of calories to your meal is by adding canned goods in there. So tuna is a really, really good option if you're looking for some lean protein, or you can add Spam in there. It's gonna really up the flavor, but also really, really up the calories as well. So on something like a bikepacking trip.
All right, time's up. It's time to eat. What? Look at this mac and cheese. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. That looks good. All right.
Serve it up.
Serve it up. All right, bottoms up. Andy just goes for it. I was gonna cheers him.
It's only mediocre. Sure, let me eat it. No guys, it's actually really, really good. So, one thing is, it would have been great if maybe we just overboiled it a little bit. I had to guesstimate on the water, so we needed to boil it until all the liquids went down. I probably put too much water in there, so the pasta is a little bit softer than I like. That's probably my fault. The flavor is great though.
Normally, when we make prepackaged meals like this, I find that the seasoning is lacking or that there's too much seasoning. So either way too much salt, not enough salt. The flavor on this is perfect. Like, I don't even need to add anything to it. Super, super flavorful, super delicious, creamy, cheesy, exactly what you'd think mac and cheese is gonna be.
Yeah, like I said, there's nothing much to say about these type of foods other than does it taste good, and this definitely passes the taste test. Okay guys, we just finished our food, and before we wrap up and talk about a little bit of something else, just want to say we shared half an MRE per person and 2 servings of the mac and cheese, which is about 750 calories, and we are full. Okay, so this is like really convenient and really a really nice go-to when you are kind of on the road and you only have like half an hour to cook and eat. Now, speaking of cooking, we cooked on the butane stove, and 4Patriots actually sent us this little camp stove. We didn't use this because we are currently in the fire ban, so this does take solid fuels and we cannot use it. However, I do want to talk about it, and I will we will include a bit of footage of me playing with this at home because I really like these. These are these camp stove. It's a afterburner style camp stove, and I played with some of these before. Basically, what they have is an inner ring and an outer ring. Oxygen comes in here, and then the fumes comes out here, which then are burnt again for the second time. And you can cook on this. It's great for staying warm. It's a very compact and nice little kit to have with you in case you ever get into a situation where you are really cold. This will burn pretty much anything, and it starts really fast and crazy fast. Now, why this one is super special is because this actually comes in just 2 pieces. A lot of these that I have seen comes in multiple pieces, and it's honestly a pain to take them, to keep them all together. And we barely use some of the other ones that we have simply because of that. And to clean this up, all you do is you take it once it's cool, because this thing does get hot. Turn it upside down and just bang it on something, and all the ash comes out. And you just do this, put it back in its box, and put it away. Yeah, really nice little kit to have. It's very easy to cook on as well. But one thing is you want to collect plenty of fuel before you start cooking, because it does burn out fast. Okay, another thing that they sent us is this little bug light over here. So this doubles as a lantern, and it's a bug light, and we all know Andy hates bugs. We did already play with this, and we used it when we went camping with my parents out in BC, and it works wonderfully. So the actual, it looks like this. It's kind of big, but it's solar powered, and it actually doubles as a light. So I can turn it on, and I think you can see it like this, and there's nothing that I need to do with this. When night comes, it automatically lights up, and it does attract a bunch of bugs, and we were pretty good. We're pretty okay in BC, out in the deep woods. It's, yeah, another fantastic piece of gear. It is a little chunky, so it's not something that you are going to be backpacking with. We will probably just keep using our thermocell because it does serve the same purpose. However, hang this up at your campsite if you are camping, and it attracts all the bugs, so you can enjoy it outside without having to spray stuff on you, because it does get gross and sticky. All right, well, that's kind of the kit that 4Patriots sent us. Bug light, fantastic. Camp stove, couldn't use it because of the fire ban. The food, the MREs down there. Which we're gonna keep eating while we drive. And actually, Tia had a really good point. We're about to head on into like an 8-hour stint of driving, so we will probably make a shake in our coffee cup. I don't know how that's gonna work, but we're gonna try it, and so that we can keep ourselves fueled up while we drive and not be overly hungry. So thanks 4Patriots for sending us this stuff. This is not all of their gear. It's not even like 1/10 of their gear. They have a whole entire like catalog of stuff, ranging from like 12-volt fridges to, I don't know, a bunch of stuff. Really fantastic company. A link will be down in the comments below. Anything to add, Tia?
No, I just can't wait to try more of the food. It's so good.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited for this Fireside Stew. Okay, actually, scroll back a sec. I thought my favorite thing was gonna be this, but I haven't even like really cared to play with this. And then I thought it was gonna be this thing because I hate bugs. While I love this, honestly, the best part is the food. It's delicious.
And the kids just make it so much easier, like especially if you know you're gonna be on the road for a week, like the 1 week food kit, like even if not even just for survival, just in general, if you don't want to have to worry about, you know, packing and dealing with your own food, that 1 week kit is perfect. Well, that wraps up this video. We really need to get back on the road. Tia and Andy out.